Hello all, I'm Sai and you're watching The Book Dragon. In today's video, I'm bringing to you a very little book haul. The last book haul which I did was in November 2020. Okay, it's been like 5 months since I did anything like a book haul. So I went forward and bought some books very recently in the past 2 weeks, and I'm going to show you all the books that I bought. And I should say I'm very interested in reading all of these. So without any further ado, let's get into the books right away. I'll try to say the prices of all the books here also so that you can check them out if you're interested, because I bought all of these for very reasonable prices. I've been having them in my cart for quite a while now, and when the price dropped I went forward and bought them. I think they'll all be available in the same price nearly, so do check them out if you're interested. The first one is the book which I'm most excited to get to, and it is Lord of Shadows by Cassandra Clare. This is the second book in the Dark Artifices series. I'm going to start reading the Dark Artifices this month with Lady Midnight, and I don't own this book alone, which is the second one in the series. I have the first book and third book in hardcover, as you can see behind. I bought this in paperback due to one reason only, okay? The hardcover is very expensive, but that's not a problem because I've been having my eye on that book for nearly 5 to 6 months now, and I've saved up for it, but I was not able to buy it right now because the delivery is like 1 month away, and due to COVID I'm a lot frightened that they might bring up lockdown anytime. It might be in stages, it might come suddenly, and I don't want to end up not having the book in my hand. So I went forward and bought the paperback copy. This costed 350 rupees, and I should say for a paperback this is much good in quality than what I expected it to be, because it's very floppy, okay? Usually this huge paperbacks, they easily crack the spine, but in this one it's not like that. It is really good, and it is also very shiny, as you can see here. I'll definitely be replacing this with the hardcover sometime in the future, but as of now this will do. And for this bigger book, 350 rupees is not a huge price, and I think it's a really good deal, and I'm very excited to get to it as soon as possible. The next book is something which many of you guys in YouTube, in Instagram, and Goodreads have been messaging me and commenting me to read for quite a while now, and I've also seen many booktubers talk about this one. It is very famous and I'm expecting a lot from this. It is The 40 Rules of Love by Elif Shafak. Okay, I've heard really good reviews only about this book. Okay, not even a single person had said anything negative about this one. This costs 300 rupees. Okay, I've been having this also in my cart for nearly 4 months now, and it has not at all changed in price at all. If it goes down in price also, it will go like 298 rupees, 299 rupees. Okay, when we can pay 299 rupees, we can obviously pay 300 rupees, right? So I went forward and bought it. This is about this 40-year-old woman, if I'm not wrong, named Ella, and she goes on this pilgrimage type of thing in which she starts to discover herself, trying to find the author of a book. Okay, I don't have many ideas about this one, but I know that this is a book that is about self-realization, self-discovery, and self-love as a whole, and that is something which I'm very interested in exploring a lot more. There are two channels, Indian booktube channels, who have recommended this many times, and they are the reason why I'm picking this up. The first one is Libro Review. I'm sure many of you guys might be following that channel. If not, please do go and check it out, because all of her videos are very high energy, very positive. I just love the channel a lot. And the next one is Read, Travel, Become. Both those channels, they are very casual, and I do like most of their book recommendations. I'm not able to pick all of them up because they talk about a lot more non-fiction books, and when it comes to fiction, they talk about literary fiction and many other genres, not fantasy. Okay, fantasy is my jam. Okay, I think I'm the person who talks a lot more about fantasy compared to many other Indian booktubers. I'm not sure, but I definitely want to diversify my reading when it comes to various genres in books, and I definitely want to read this as soon as possible. I'm expecting a lot from this, and if you guys have read this, please do let me know down in the comments what I can expect from this one. Next, I have two books which I think will be very useful for anyone if you're in college, if you're in school, if you're working anytime, and they are World's 50 Greatest Speeches and World's 50 Greatest Poems. Okay, I bought this one for myself because I do like reading poems. Okay, the last time I read poems was in first year college. After that, it was not in my syllabus, and I did not even make an effort to read poems at all. And I should say these two were very, very cheap. Okay, the quality of these are really good. They just cost 119 rupees each, 120 to be rounded off, and I can say they are very much worth the price. Because first, let's talk about these beautiful metallic covers. Okay, first I want to talk about this one. This is a dark kind of gold. Okay, it is like black mixed with gold. I usually like this shade of gold a lot more in book covers compared to normal gold. For this one, this is kind of a rose gold, and this one is also very, very beautiful. The specific thing about this paperback, which I like a lot, is that it has this flap thing. I've been wanting to buy at least a few books like this one, but I've not even owned a single one like this. This is my first book like this one, and I'm very happy that I bought it last. The other thing which I love the most about this one is the format. Okay, it is really gorgeous. Each and every poem is actually depicted with this kind of a floral design, and I just liked it a lot. I think it might be useful to many of you guys as well. My brother is also very much interested in reading these speeches. That's one of the main reasons why I bought both of these together, because if I only buy this one, he'll not read it, because I don't think he's that much interested in reading poetry and stuff, but I'm definitely sure he will like to read speeches as well. And Another good thing about these two books is that we need not sit down and read them at a stretch, because they have 50 different parts, right? You can read them one a day or one a week. Even in such a way, you can finish both of these books in just 1 year, slowly drawing them out and experiencing them and savoring them slowly. I think I'll be reading or starting to read both of these pretty soon. Let's just wait and see, and I'll try to talk about them in detail when I finish reading them. The next one I think is the most beneficial of all the books that I've bought as of now, to the amount of money that I spent, and it is this one, which is the Truly Devious Trilogy box set. It's not a trilogy anymore. There's going to be a fourth book in this year or next year, I don't know properly, and I think it's called The Box in the Woods. Okay, it's a young adult mystery thriller series, and as you know, I read only fantasy a lot more and I want to diversify my genres, so I went forward and bought this. I've heard only really good things about this one also. The most important thing which drew my attention towards this box set rather than anything is the price. Okay, 3 books together, they cost just 650 rupees. Okay, if we buy the books separately, as I saw on Amazon, they'll cost at least 750 rupees, because each book is at least 250 rupees in price separately, but as a box set it just cost me 650 rupees. And another special thing is that it's available only in India. It is written, you can just see it here on the box set, available exclusively in the Indian subcontinent. So I don't think it will be available in any other country. If someone from any other country is watching this and wants to buy this box set, I think it's not available anywhere else. I'll show you all the 3 books so that you can have a clearer look at them. This box is a bit tight, guys. It's not very tight, but it is tight, quite tight. The first book is Truly Devious or Truly Devious. The second one is The Vanishing Stare, beautiful red cover, and the last one is The Hand on the Wall. There is going to be a 4th book, so it's not a trilogy. The series is going to continue on, and I do think this is a really good investment. So bookstagrammers, if you want some gorgeous books for a very low price, I'm not reviewing the books because I've not read them yet, but when it comes to the quality of this product, it is really good, and all the books are floppy paperbacks, so you will not have the problem of breaking spines. And also the designs of these books are also really good. According to the name of the book, each and every chapter heading has some kind of design. This has a dial, since it has a clock on the cover. This one has stars, since it's the vanishing star. And this one, Truly Devious, has some autumn leaves on the heading of each and every chapter. The whole design of this one is also really good, and the quality and price are really much worth it. So if you're interested, do check it out. Next, I have the first book in a young adult fantasy series. I've heard that it is a bit dark. Okay, it's not grim dark, but it is a dark fantasy series, and I've heard only really good things about this series also. I've heard that really bad things happen to all the main characters in this series, and that's one thing which always intrigues me the most. Okay, the more the main characters suffer and the more they get out of it due to their wit and will, the more I like the series. And it is An Ember in the Ashes by Sabaa Tahir. Okay, it has 4 books totally. It's a quartet. The last book came out last year and it was also very well received. I've heard insanely good things about the series, especially the main characters and how the plot has been progressed by the author. I've not heard that many good things about the world building or anything, or the magic, but I've heard that it is a really action-packed series, also with a lot of angsty romance. Okay, I'm not that much fan of romance when it comes to any sort of books except romance books, but I do enjoy romance if it's written well, like in the Shadowhunter Chronicles or Lee Bardugo books. So I'm definitely expecting a lot from this one also. If I end up liking this, which I think I will for sure, I'll definitely continue on with the series. There are only 3 more books, right? So I can definitely read the entire series very easily. So if you've read this, please do let me know down in the comments what I can expect from this one also. The last one is the only non-fiction book I bought, and it is Death and Inside Story by Sadhguru. Okay, I've been listening to Sadhguru's podcast, various podcasts for the past 2 to 3 months, and I should say they are all very enlightening and they are very and positive energy giving, if you ask me. So if you're interested, do try out some of his podcasts also, because I've been wanting to read this book ever since it got released. Okay, it released just before the pandemic started in 2020, so I was not able to buy it for most part of the last year, and during the last few months of the year also, I was not that much inclined to reading non-fiction, especially books about death, because the anxiety again. But now I think I'm in a really good mental space, so I definitely can go forward and read this. And the things that he talks about in his podcast are some things which easily can connect with the audience. I do think it'll be the same kind in his writing as well. I've listened to only one of his books, which is an audiobook. I think it's called Hacking the Human Software. I think it is available in Storytel because it was like a year ago. I'm not sure now. Do check it out. Check it out if you want to. I'm not sure though. But this one is something which I'm definitely interested in reading. And one more fun fact is that there are 2 things which happened during the time that I received this book. On the day while I received the book, there's this notification always comes right on Amazon. My brother received this notification because we both use the same login, and while he woke up that morning, he got the out for delivery notification, and it said that death is arriving to you today. He told that to me, and I was like laughing first of all. And the next one was that after I received the book, I think every bookworm does this, okay? We open the book, we look at it and devour it with our eyes itself, and after devouring it, we go forward and show it to our loved ones, okay? I do it always. After I saw the book and its condition, it's also a floppy paperback, it's huge. I went forward, showed it to my brother, father, and my mom was sleeping then, so after she woke up, I went forward and showed it to her. The 10th second after I showed her the book, I regretted the decision of showing it to her, because after seeing the title itself, she asked me, of all the books that you can buy right now, during this time you want to read a book about death. Okay, and it took like a couple of minutes to convince her that it was just a book and it was just a concept that the author is trying to explore and experience. So I definitely do think I'll be reading this slow and taking all of the things that the author is trying to convey to us. So I'll try to review this when I finish reading this. So let's just wait and see. So yes guys, that's all for today, and if you did enjoy watching today's video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and also share it to your friends. If you want to get more content from me, do subscribe to the channel, because I publish new videos every Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday and Saturday. Thanks for watching and have a great rest of your day.